What's up, people? German International. Thank you for tuning in today. We're excited to be before you once again, for another exciting episode. I'm joined with my guy, my right-hand man here, Brady Weaver.
Hello.
Brady is with me today on the set. This is the guy who's behind the scenes. To all of our faithful followers, you probably heard me talk about Brady before, but those who are new, this guy is the social media gym rat, if there is such a thing. Like, handling all the videoing, videography, and social media, all that kind of stuff, the branding. So you get a chance to see who's behind the scenes with the major push for what we do. All right. So today is monumental for German International. Okay.
Yes, it is.
And the reason being is because this is our 50th episode. Yes.
Wow.
So we're excited. Number 50. That's a major accomplishment. I think it's a tribute to Brady. I think it's a tribute to just our overall consistency.
Mm-hmm.
We started back at the end of May in 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic.
Exactly.
Is when we kicked off. We connected and we kicked off episode number 1, Legacy Leadership Chat, in the beginning of June. And here we are.
Who would have thought?
Here we are, 2021, episode number 50. So today is going to be a little different. We want to take a moment just to celebrate, talk about, where we've been, highlights, all that kind of stuff. You need times like that. You need times where, you're thankful for where you've been. You're thankful for the milestones and the accomplishments along the way, and you can kind of just take a moment just to enjoy that,
Yeah, and it's hard to realize because, we've been making episodes twice a week and we don't realize, it's just like one step after another step after another step. We never realized that we could go back and review it all because it's just, content after content for you guys. It's a lot, so yeah.
Yeah, so we're definitely excited. I know Brady is too as well. So Brady, thinking about where we've been, this is the big 5-0. Like, what do you think? Like, what stands out to you when you think back on when we first started up until now? Is there a certain episode? Is there a certain time? Is there a certain moment that kind of stands out to you? Is there a couple of them? Like, I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but what do you think? What stands out to you from our time?
Well, the one episode I still remember, it gives me a lot of thought, recording into it, was when we interviewed Charlie Fortney.
Okay.
And of course, there was one episode where you came out with the shirt. What was it? What did it say again?
Let's breathe together.
Let's breathe together, and that hit me differently.
Surprise,
It better be a double extra large.
There you go.
All right, I'll squeeze an XL on. That's awesome.
Yeah, so again, viewers, thank you for tuning in today.
I never seen that. Obviously we've seen all the other I Can't Breathe stuff, but that quote hit differently, and obviously it's stuck with me to this day. But that's definitely one I remember the most.
Yeah.
Not all. Yeah.
No, that was a special time. And then I actually gave Charlie one of the shirts right on the set.
Exactly.
And he actually wore it, and that slogan, or whatever you want to call it, that actually came to me, in that process where we were dealing with the social tension, just the racial tension, social injustice, just so much going on during that time. And everybody was picking sides, obviously, whatever side you were on.
Yeah.
But I just felt like creating something that was positive and something that we can look forward to. I'm always optimistic and always trying to think about solutions. Like, I'm very solution driven.
Exactly. Yeah.
And a lot of people, it's not excusing or ignoring where we're at currently. It's not
Yeah.
excusing that, but it's just trying to figure out ways where we can grow and get better. So, yeah. So thinking about some of the episodes, we've had so many great people. So many interviews, so many great people in the community, whether they're coaches, teachers, fathers, mentors. Some who overcome so many different odds. You think about Reese.
Yes.
Reese Brown, who was here. Great young man from the city of Harrisburg, accomplishing a lot. 3 degrees. Think about Pernell Richardson. Pernell, great young man. I remember, where he came from and what he's doing now. Family man. Ron Hunter. Francisco. Him and Ron and Francisco really close. Brothers. But having them on the set, so it's just been so many. Chris Franklin, Chris handles Franklin, having him here. He and I go way back with our basketball experiences together, and he's a great role model for the youth, not only in central Pennsylvania but around the world. So it's just been a lot. So what are your thoughts on when we think about, again, some of the places we've been and people we've had actually sat in your seat,
I know, I feel honored right now. I feel honored.
Yeah.
It's craziness. But going back to the merchandise, if you haven't seen it already, it will be, in the description, and it'll be right here, jarmanintl.com, in case you guys want to pick up some merch. But yeah, I've had, it's been a great time, being the person, filming all this stuff, having all these, honored guests on the show. I've learned a lot over the past 6 months from each and every single different podcast, every single, type of background that people have come from, and how they've gotten through it. It changes lives for real. It like when I say it, it does change lives. And to see this, to show this to you guys, not only just to their friends and families that have seen them gone through it, to share it out with all of you guys throughout the world is honestly it should happen. You guys should see this.
Yeah, I want to add, speaking of that, the YouTube channel, I want to talk about the documentary for a second.
Oh, of course.
The documentary was very special.
A huge hit too.
Yes, it was. I think we have close to 2,000 views now. 2K. So 2K. Yeah. 2K. So anyway, I don't play 2K. My son plays 2K. But anyway, that documentary was just awesome. We released it in August. I remember August 2020, and I just remember so many comments we got about it. Kind of showcased and highlighted, our brand. Kind of gave insight into what I do on a daily basis.
Yeah. Working
with people. Because sometimes, you see people, you have an impression of people that you see on TV. This isn't just me at Jarman International, but as an audience, as a consumer, as someone who just watches and pays attention to certain people, whether it's social media or on TV, you have a certain image of people, and you develop that over time based on what you see in social media. People have a social media persona. But it's nice when you can, and this is where social media comes in. Now, over the past 10 years, the development of it, now you can go behind the scenes and see real life stuff.
Yeah.
And I think real life things really gives people an opportunity to connect with whoever it is, in a real way. And I think the documentary did that. You got a chance to hear from other people talking about how I've impacted their life, what they've seen.
Yeah.
So it was just great, and I'm excited for part 2.
I got plans to say we made it. The more I waited, my plans got further. I had plans. I got plans. Yeah, I've been working every day since I came home from the Bing. See, I ain't feel a lot of pain, but now I'm starting to sting.
Part 2 is coming eventually for the documentary. We're actually working on that as we speak in different ways. So part 2 will be coming soon. So
Be ready for that.
yes, yes. Now, so the other thing, what we want to highlight today, because it is again episode number 50, we want to make a special offer today, okay? And this offer will include this. To the next 5 people who subscribe and hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, the next 5 people, you will receive either your choice, a copy of my book, or you receive a Legacy Leadership t-shirt, navy blue. Okay, we have men's and women's cut. So you either receive a copy of my book or the t-shirt Legacy Leadership Chat, as you can see, navy blue t-shirt. So your choice. All right, so we're doing 5 because it's 50. So make sure you go on our YouTube channel, check us out, subscribe to it. That actually, it's also encouraging when you see people taking advantage of that and kind of supporting you.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to YouTube, our YouTube channel, when you follow us on Facebook, you know, when you share it, those things are very encouraging to myself and also to Brady to keep doing what we're doing. So don't take it lightly when I say leave me a comment, say something about what we're doing. Leave, Q&A time. Sometimes we have those. You know, don't take those times lightly because it's very encouraging for me to see that. It adds some wind beneath my sails to push me further out. All right.
One last thing. Be sure when you click the subscribe button, right beside it, there's a little bell. That bell, you click on it, it will give you notifications every time we upload to YouTube. So that's very important. So if you click that bell button, you'll get notified every time we upload to YouTube, Monday mornings at 12 p.m. And also Thursdays at 12 p.m. as well. Every single week, you'll get notified that there's a new video uploaded and you go check it out. It's very important if you do that. So
yeah, I didn't know that. So
yeah.
that's why he's on my team. So you gotta have people who can fill in the gaps for where you maybe lack. That's what Brady fills in for me. But again, before we check out, I'm just thankful for all the people. I mean, I didn't name everybody, but so many people. Amber was great.
I think we took a step back, which hopefully will bring us some steps forward. I think that a lot of times change takes sometimes this uncomfortable, horrible things that have been happening, I think will create change. I think that the students and the children coming up are going to be more empathetic. I think they're living through this, through everything that's going on in their childhood. This is just part of their childhood, right?
Teacher in the Central Dauphin School District. We got so much. I got feedback from having her on as a teacher and a mom and her background. Angela, Renee. I mean, she was great. She's awesome in the community. Just so many different people. CJ, had CJ on. Was a great guy.
This guy has been a huge leader to me since I've met him. He has showed me the ropes on not only to how to adapt to life situations, but also teaching me how to be a good young man to the community. Our relationship has been going strong now for about 4 or 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
And I can't ask nothing more out of this guy. He's there when I need to talk to him. He's always been a big support. I've always been there for him when he needed things done or help with 3-star stuff or anything like that. So our relationship has been very strong.
We've worked together, linked up with some different inner city work and stuff. So too many to name, but I'm definitely excited about where we've been. Okay, I'm appreciative and thankful for where we've been, but I'm excited for where we're going.
Exactly.
I'm excited. The past encourages me to push forward and be motivated to create a bright future. Yeah, the past motivates me. Where we've been, the past motivates me to push and to create a bright future for Jarman International in our Legacy Leadership Chat.
Exactly.
One of the things we are going to do is we're going to have more live things coming up, activities, things we're doing in the community. So stay tuned for that. You'll see us doing certain things. So, all right. Before we close, Brady, anything else you have?
Yes, one more thing. If you haven't already, please go check out our brand new advertisement that we put up on Facebook. I know most of our listeners and viewers out there are on Facebook. We're trying to spread to other social media platforms, including Twitter, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. So we're trying to spread out the love for those social media platforms. So if you could click a quick follow for us for all those social media platforms, that would be a great help. And you'll be updated with any sort of stuff that we'll be posting on there, including videos, activities, stuff like that. It would be for your advantage, and it would be great.
Okay, yeah. So, follow through what Brady said. We got some awesome content. Always about content. Always giving you something to challenge you, something to equip you for where we are today and where we're going, which is always been my desire, is to equip leaders. Okay, equip leaders and challenge them and give them something to impact their sphere of influence. All right. Thank you again for tuning in. Celebrate with us today, number 50. And you guys have a great day, rest of your week, and we'll see you on Thursday for episode number 51. All right? Take care.
See ya.
Perfect.